Hello, this is Heavy Thrash It. I'm Nancy Member channel at YouTube. And of course, still continuing with USPM month. And the next band that we're going to be talking about through these next few videos is Obsession. Yes, Obsession. Of course, definitely next to Savage Grace is one of the few, bands that really defined the US power metal sound. And for 1983 and even 1982, whatever, the First Metal Massacre, no, not First Metal Massacre, Second Metal Massacre, even by then, this band was pretty much defining what US power metal sounds. It's, they were defining it. And, of course, on the Second Metal Massacre, was when they were first featured on, it was the song Shadows of Steel. And of course, that song definitely, while having more of a heavy metal sound to it, still new wave of British heavy metal, but you can hear the sound that would become the US power metal. You hear the earliness of it. It's like, you could probably forget like Sabotage or early stuff, or even Wild Dogs, whatever, even though you probably shouldn't, or even like Queensryche, whatever. It's like you can forget some of those and pretty much for US power metal, and we'll just say that Obsession and Savage Grace were one of the first to really define the sound. But the thing is, US power metal has always been sort of like a mixture. It's either heavy metal mixed with power metal, speed metal mixed with power metal, or thrash metal mixed with power metal. But Obsession were the ones to really give it a much more of a speed metal tinge to it alongside Savage Grace, but Obsession were a little different in their approach. They really had a little more, bit more aggression in some ways as well, but there was definitely still that anthemic sound. Something that was even close to like Judas Priest, and even at times, even Scorpions or Accept at times. But what was another thing that really set Obsession from the pack was vocalist Mike Viscera. This guy, in a way, also really defines the US power metal sound. In a way, is just his singing. It's like, if you're going to also sound like a US power metal band, you have to have a really good singer. Someone that really has sort of a very melodic voice, but also is very aggressive in approach as well when it comes to the really fast, visceral songs. And Obsession were able to, to execute that. So, in September of 1983 is when we first saw the official first EP from Obsession. It was titled Martial Law. This 4-track EP is just a monster of an EP. This band pretty much kicked their career off with a bang. Everything from Only the Strong Will Survive, Hatred Unto Death, Execution, and the title track. Each one of these songs slays, with, of course, Execution and the Martial Law being probably one of the heaviest songs on here. Even alongside the song that kicks the EP off, Only the Strong Will Survive. But Hatred Unto Death is a very, it's a very methodical sort of track in a way at times. It's slow, not really ballad at times. It's not really. If anything, it's really got more of a that Judas Priest vibe to it as well. Very much. Some have said it was a little close to like Dokken, but I don't know where they really get all that Dokken stuff, because there really isn't all too much of a hair metal sound to Obsession. We'll get to probably that later, but just to let you know, they never went hair metal. But everything of this, it's a slow track, very just great. I really can't say anything bad about this. This is just an awesome EP with Bruce Vitale and Ark-Me. The twin guitar attack is what also defines the US power metal sound in a way as well. And these two were able to really pull that off. Everything from their attack to tracks such as Execution, Only the Strongest Survive, and the title track are just them shredding on their fucking instruments. Showing off for what they were capable of. Just really. By 1983, I've said that power metal was still in this infant state, but I think by this release, I think it was starting to come out of its infant state and grow into its mature state. Because right here is where US power metal was starting to really kick off, was with this release. But it would take a bit time before anyone really would catch on to this sound. So, with that all being said, a solid EP by a great, underrated, or at times even an underappreciated band within the genre. So, if you have heard Martial Law, what are your thoughts on it? I would like to know. So, I'll see you in the next video. Later.